Hi, thanks for watching. This is Waddle We Eat, and I'm Erica.
And I'm Kat.
So you haven't seen Kat before. Normally we have Jason here, but she's standing in because she made this delicious lentil soup, and I needed to share it with you guys. So Kat, tell us all about your lentil soup recipe.
Yeah, so lentil soup is a really good recipe for the fall because it's starting to get cold, and it's just like a really warm and hearty soup. And I eat vegan, so I'm, plant-based diet, so this is a really good recipe for that because it sort of defaults to that. But then depending on what broth you use, you can, use chicken broth or anything like that. So it can be vegan or not. It's just sort of up to you.
Yeah, Kat made this lentil soup for us and it's delicious. I do lean on her for some really good plant-based recipes, and I'm trying to introduce more vegetables into my diet. So I was super excited about this one when we tried it, and I was like, this is delicious. It doesn't look the best. It actually doesn't look appetizing at all, but it tastes so good. So, all right, tell us what ingredients we're gonna use.
Okay, so we're gonna start with a cup of lentils. So you also want to soak these for about 30 minutes before.
Yeah. This is what lentils look like. I was like, I'll go pick them up from the grocery store, and I was thinking of leeks, and I was about to come home with like legit leek plants. So I'm glad that she brought them because I did not know what they looked like.
Yes. So yeah, this is kind of like beans. So you want to soak them because it makes it easier to digest. So you don't absolutely have to, but I recommend it. So we soak these for 30 minutes. We have a couple stalks of celery. We have a large carrot. We have an onion. And we also have some broth. We're going to do 4 cups of broth. So what I use today is, it's this Better Than Bouillon no beef base. So it's actually vegetarian, but it's sort of reminiscent of beef broth. So you can use anything, chicken broth, vegetable broth, really it's up to you, but we want to use 4 cups of that. And then we got some olive oil just for sauteing. And we have a bay leaf that's going to take some of the bitterness out, and then some lemon juice.
Yeah, cool. All right, let's get started. What do we do first?
Okay, so first thing, we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in our Dutch oven. So this is also important, and you can use just sort of any sort of pot, stock pot, whatever. I like the Dutch oven because they're just excellent, and if you don't have one, you should get one. So we're
Anything with cast iron is so much better,
exactly,
in my opinion.
I really just like to sort of go around the bottom one time. That's about a tablespoon. Really doesn't matter, we're just sauteing. So this is just enough to kind of coat the bottom.
Cool.
All right, so we are gonna put all of our vegetables in. So we've got our onions, our 1 onion here.
And we chopped those, so it's not too small. Here, let's show one of the sizes. Yeah. So like, chopped it, not too tiny, but whatever sizes you like. And then we diced the carrots and celery beforehand.
We've got our carrot here. And really, like, one of the good things about this recipe is that you kind of can just throw in what you have. So if you have a couple carrots you want to put in, or you only have 1, or whatever, it's up to you. And then we've got a couple stalks of the celery here.
Okay, specifically, I think.
Yeah. 1 carrot, 2 celery stalks, and an onion. Okay, so we are going to saute this now. So we're going to carry it over to our oven here.
Should we have it on like medium high?
We'll do kind of medium low.
Medium low, okay.
2 or 3, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And you are going to want to cover it.
Oh.
We want to keep all the moisture in there. So we'll check on it, every minute or so. We want to cover it to keep that juice in there. Been like 10-15 minutes, and we're just going until the onions are translucent, kind of softening everything up so you can kind of see it a little bit see-through. So I think we're good to put the other ingredients in now. Okay, so we're going to start with our broth. Like we said, you can use any kind. We have like a vegetarian beef style broth we're going to put in here.
And this broth has good amount of sodium, so we're not putting salt, right?
Yes, correct.
So
if you, yeah. gonna kind of salt to taste, but we really don't need any with that. All right, now we're gonna put the lentils in. So these are green lentils. These are going to stay a little bit more dense than ones like red lentils. Those kind of dissolve a little bit more in the soup. So you can use whichever, but we're gonna use the green ones. And lastly, we're gonna put a bay leaf in. So we're just gonna kind of stir it up. We're gonna bring this to a boil. So we're gonna turn the heat up a little bit. Usually with the Dutch ovens though, they get super hot, so you don't need to put it all the way up because they'll get hot and stay really hot. And then we're just gonna cover it back up.
Do we need to put the lemon juice in?
We're gonna put that in at the end.
Oh,
so
okay.
that we're just gonna hold on to that for right now. All right.
Cool. Let it boil.
Okay, so we have brought this to a boil. What we're gonna do is turn it down a little bit. We're gonna simmer it for about 30 minutes. And this part can kind of be to your taste also, because you can take a little spoonful out, see how dense the lentils are. If they're done, cool. If not, keep cooking it. And usually it tastes better the next day after all the flavors mingle, but it'll be fine. So we're gonna do that for about 30 minutes. So if you find that there is too much liquid, you can leave the lid off and let it evaporate. So it's sort of up to you what kind of consistency you want the soup to be. So you can make that decision.
Oh, that smells so good.
Does it smell good?
It looks good.
And this video is sponsored by Bold Rock. Actually, it's not, but we'll get that next time.
Okay,
Ooh, look at that.
so I think we're about done. You want to just check the lentils and make sure that they're at a good consistency. You want them to be a little bit mushy. And then just do a taste test to see if you need to add any salt, or sometimes people put black pepper, so it's up to you. So what we're going to do next, we're going to turn off the heat, and we are going to put the lemon juice in.
And that was about a tablespoon, right?
Yes. All right, we're going to stir that in, and then we're just pretty much done. You do want to take the bay leaf out. Don't want to eat that. Tastes really gross. So I'm going to take out the bay leaf.
And the lentils are not too hard, but just a little bit mushy, so you can leave it if you like really mushy lentils.
Yes. And some people, like, you can use an immersion blender and blend it up and make it just kind of purified if you want. Usually, I think most people kind of leave it like this. But like if you're making split pea soup or something like that, you can use the immersion blender. But this is good too. So it's really just up to you and kind of what your preferences are.
Looks delicious. Can't wait to try it. The lentil soup is ready. We are ready to try it. So we brought our taste testers in, and we'll get some feedback on how good it is.
Oh, we're cheersing.
Here's the spoon.
All right. Should I wait to try it?
Should we feed each other?
I think I'll feed myself.
Alright.
So good. Perfect for a chilly fall day or a warm summer day. Maybe not warm summer day,
I
but
probably shouldn't do that
double
because
Your
dipping.
whole mouth is in the bowl.
But
I don't even care.
you should definitely try it. It's a really good fall recipe. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Okay.
Oh, and then I was like going.
Let's all double dip.
Ooh,
We're
yeah.
all family here.
Okay.
Okay.